Dr. Stone. Okay, now go, Thurman. Thurman wanted to do something off topic first. Go.
So, I love. So all of you guys know 1,000 chapter for One Piece, blah blah blah. So you guys missed it. We didn't actually put this in the videos last week, but last week they had like a two-parter like color page for celebrating the King One Piece.
And this is relevant in my mind because one, Dr. Stone's author took part in this. Dr. Stone's artist, excuse me, and two, it was on the cover of the whole magazine, so it encompasses everything.
Yeah. So like the left side, Red was just roasting. There was roasting the mangaka because they had shit. Like it's funny. He was roasting Hirokoshi. Hirokoshi did a very, very irrelevant character.
Yo, yeah, I'm convinced that Horikoshi has seen like the first like 20 episodes of One Piece and then dropped it. Because like, who the fuck draws Don Krieg? Well, all right. Can you imagine for a second, Thurman? You are a mangaka, and you have the honor of being in the magazine for the 1,000th chapter of One Piece, and they're like, you get to draw your main character with your favorite character of One Piece. Who would you draw?
Probably Law.
So yeah, your main character in Law. How about you? Well, David, you don't even like One Piece, do you?
Not really, no.
Damn it. I'd have to make sure no one else has got Sanji already, because that'd probably be a popular character. But if I had to do you know what I'd do? I'd do my... Yeah. Just to be unique, you want to know who my ass would draw? Wanze.
Because it's funny. Because the right side clearly has better taste in characters than the left side. Like, Tabata drew Hiroshi with Asta. Like, bro... wholesome as fuck, right?
Oh yeah, and like, Asta, of course, is like would be simping. I couldn't decide if I want to say Thurston or simping. Both.
Like the fucking Phantom Seer author drew Kid, like bro, badass.
I respect, by the way, Jujutsu Kaisen Arlong.
Arlong, bro. Like GG drew Arlong, bro. Like the Our Blood Oath author drew Robin. By the way, I saw this on Twitter. Very ada mood right now with Robin and that character. By the way, so we all know that Robin's deep down is a MILF who preys on the 20-year-old.
Robin is the mom of the crew, and Frankie is the dad of the crew. This is
the 20-year-old short male. You know, ada intensified. See how I made that legal? Yeah. Anyway,
I don't even know what the fuck just happened there. And then, how about the one? Who's the motherfucker that drew the bunny from Chopper's Island? The Lopple or whatever the fuck they're called, Loppin.
Magu-chan. That's
awesome.
Yeah, and then I love Andy, bro. I know you guys under unluck.
No, I just dropped it because we hadn't been reviewing it. Honestly, I wasn't hating it like David was.
Did you drop it?
I dropped it temporarily. I'll get back to it. I'm awful at keeping up on things.
So the under unluck artist or author drew Smoker.
And it fits actually.
Like, it's great, because Andy and Smoker. I don't think they get along very well.
They'd butt heads for sure. Smoker would think he was like an arrogant prick for sure.
And then,
I mean, he kind of is.
the Kentaro Fubuki drew, what's this bitch's name?
Sugar.
Interesting.
Some of these motherfuckers I do question on like if they just like went to the One Piece wiki and like looked up like a random fucking character. Although again, I said I would probably do Wanze, but then I'd come out in my author comment would be, listen guys, I know you're probably like, why Wanze? Wanze is great. Here's my full spirited defense on Wanze.
Because the Roboco artist drew Sanji, and that's great. So it's just like, and then the Sakamoto Days author drew, I think that looks like the guy on Shanks' crew, maybe?
Yeah, that's Ben Beckman.
Yeah.
It's one of his sharpshooters.
Yeah, and then the Moriking author drew Usopp's trainer from time skip.
Herculeson. Herculesan or something.
even then, though, like, clearly, you could definitely tell, like, on the left, interesting choices, but the right clearly superior in every way, 100%. Like, because the only one that's like, bro, we have to save Dr. Stones and whoever did the Chopper on this side because they're on the wrong side, clearly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, who did the Dr. Stone author draw again? I don't have it up on hand.
He drew Ace.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that makes sense, because he did the Ace side story thing.
Yeah. And then, actually, Mission Yozakura family artist drew Chopper, which is great.
Cute. So all right. Should we move into Dr. Stone?
This is really funny. This is really
Yes, I'm on a time limit here.
Yeah, that's your fault, isn't it?
What if Jump was just
Suck my dick.
what if
Listen, we
Jump-
can't all just go out and get pussy at fucking 9 o'clock in the afternoon. That's why Thurman had to nut for like 3 hours before he got on here, right?
Bruh.
I don't even know if that's what he's doing, but if you
out.
guess that at any given time, you have an 80% chance of being correct.
So I just had a funny thought. What if Jump was just like, hey, depending on your favorite One Piece character and who you draw, you get to decide who gets to stay in the magazine or not. If your character is shit, you're gone.
If your tastes are shit, they axe you based off of that alone.
Yo, what if that was like a low key, like a standard? Like they look up to Oda so well as a god, and depending on who you draw, you're like, I don't know if we want this guy with low culture in our magazine.
You gotta understand, Oda's work alone accounts for like a good 5% of Japan's entire economy. Like, I'm pulling that number out of my ass, by the way, but it would not surprise me. Anyway, for David's sake, Dr. Stone, what do you guys want to start with? Because like that ending, goddamn, holy fuck, I love it.
You know, I'm sad I'm going to be on a 2-week hiatus right now because I'm legit curious what the fuck's going to happen in those 2 weeks.
It's not gonna stop you from
there's-
reading it. It just means you can't be in the videos, you bitch.
No, but like
I
I'm
just
going to
wanna
be
mention-
I'm going to be in the fucking group chat like, what the fuck was this shit? What the fuck was this shit? Like it's like they seriously are like, we know people are calling this bit slow. Let's ramp this shit up right now. And they ramped it up
Oh yeah.
hard fucking core.
So I just want to mention, first thing I want to talk about is what I talked about in the group chat. Clearly, Bochi and Ignoraki must be watching our videos because they gave you both Kohaku fan service. Literally before the chapter even began. Literally fucking high boots, rubber fan service. Look at them fucking thoughts right there.
Oh, of course, yeah. It's not as good as the one a couple chapters ago where you could see like her entire cheek, but like it's pretty good.
Like I'm like, wow, they gave David and Red like what if David and Red were secretly like Bochi and Ignoraki, you know?
What are you
But-
talking about, dude? The gas is unreal. Stop it.
Comments, all of our Dr.
I
Stone.
have nowhere near that amount of talent.
I am
draw a fucking
unworthy.
stick figure.
So our commenters, our lovely commenters, our fans, right? Who out of Red and David, right? Who would be Ignoraki? Who would be Bochi? Now let me give you some backers. Right?
Question:
Ignoraki-
Is this what post-nut clarity Thurman is like? Because like this is like a whole new Thurman. Like he's running the show. I don't even gotta be here. He can solo review today.
so like
I kind of love it.
Yeah, this is like peak Thurman. Thurman, if you went out into the world like this, you'd get bitches immediately. Like it's just all about confidence.
oh, don't worry. Once I start overthinking, that shit will go right back down. Anyway,
So where there's
that's my mind, right? Like, it's literally after me gassing you guys up, like 2 hours later, I'll be like, shit, did I go too far with that?
Oh, cute. That's so cute.
Therapy.
I love this Thurman.
Thurman, let me tell you, it's incredibly rare that you piss me off, and I would probably tell you if you did.
So, like, think about it. So, let me give you some back history for Ignoraki and Bochi right now. This is relevant because it's Dr. Stone. So, Ignoraki is the author of the series, and he wrote I Shield 21. Now, both Red and David both hate sports, but you never know,
No.
right? So, keep that in mind. And then Bochi
Thurman,
is
this is stupid. Can we talk about the chapter?
But no, I'm not done. Bochi is the artist for Sun King Rock and the author for Sun King Rock. See, he's an artist and an author. So, who do you feel is more superior, right? So, with that being said, please, in the comments, let me know who is who. Do you think Red has the artistic and thigh value of Bochi?
David,
Or
can
do you
either of
think
us draw at all?
Fuck no.
Then, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, because otherwise I'd go like on who has the better drawing skills, but... Yeah.
Or who can write better, you know? Like, who can make...
David, how are you? I was pretty proud of the one fanfic I wrote.
I mean, I can bullshit my way through just about any scenario if you give me enough time. So
I
fan-
think
I'd
if
be
you
on-
gave
I'd be on
both
the
me
level
and
of
David
Mark
a
Cosby
chance
the
to
last
write a
chapter.
short story, I could write a better short story. I will say.
oh, absolutely.
All right, there. Glad we're in
So-
agreement.
The fans will decide, not you two. The fans.
This is a dumb hypothetical.
but it worked.
Which fucking U.S. president besides Obama is Thurman most like? Can't play the black card. All right.
Pretty sure I'm like Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, okay, I guess.
But no, but that would mean I'm like secretly an asshole because wasn't like Abraham Lincoln like didn't he didn't even care about black
every
people?
president's secretly an asshole. Like it's heavily, if I remember correctly, like the whole reason they freed the slaves, it like wasn't like just it wasn't just because it's like morally the right thing to do. They also wanted to like fuck over the South because the South was being assholes. Yada yada. It was like a whole blah blah blah. Yeah. Did you know? Fun fact I learned a couple days ago: women only have the right to vote right now, because of a virtue signal. Like, when they originally like put that up in Congress and the House or whatever, they didn't expect it to have enough votes to pass, but they were just trying to like brag about how like, oh yeah, sure, we'll do it, and then it actually got enough votes to pass. No one expected it to.
Wow, that's
I know. I just learned that a couple days ago.
Wow, that's actually kind of garbage.
Well, it's like because right now, there's a section of the left trying to force a vote on Medicare for all, and everyone's like, that's what's the point? Like, it's not gonna pass. And then someone kindly pointed out, like, that's how women's got rights.
Oof!
Just accidentally passed.
Yo,
when you slip up and accidentally give women rights.
That's horrible. Yo, our government's kind of fucked, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, at that point, I actually don't know how late America's late to everything. I wonder how other countries were doing it with women's rights at that time.
Probably better than us, that's for sure.
Yeah, probably. Dr. Stone, maybe?
Maybe we'll get to that.
All right, David, since you're in a rush, go ahead and speak.
Like, seriously, what fucking vacuum have we opened up here with this opener here? But like, what I really, really, absolutely adore is how last fucking review, our biggest issue was like, it seems like it's taking too long.
And then immediately they like just carve through the fucking rainforest and they're there.
Yeah, they carve through the rainforest and they're there. And
which, to be fair, is why I was like, David, fucking please relax. Don't be so angry. It'll get better.
they carve through the rainforest and they're there. And also, Steel Ram was kind of right.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you to give props to Steel Ram.
So a few. So he tagged us over on Twitter with like a screenshot. I pulled up the screenshot here.
It was like a comment that he left like months ago, right?
Yeah, like 10 fucking months ago. And it reads verbatim. A lot of pointed out in the earlier chapters, but the petrification device the gang obtained can't be the one that caused petrification 3,700 years ago. The giant wave that started in South America engulfed the whole planet in mere minutes, and we know this for sure thanks to the ocular flashback. But this one has a measly 36 kilometer an hour speed, and it's always constant to both, meaning it would have taken a much longer period of time. But seriously, like, now we kind of know. There's like a massive array of this.
Well, so this doesn't really answer the speed question. Like what he brought up there doesn't really answer the speed question. What this answers is he wanted to be absolutely sure. I don't know, because like they were talking about like, oh, well, what if there was like precautions where you just constantly had like a drip of that fluid, like almost like a hamster feeder, like a water drip, blip, 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 right? But like this, they were like, oh, maybe there'll be like 1 or 2 or 3, or like a handful of them just to make sure. This seems to be like a fucking mountain of the ones that they were dealing with. I don't know if it's gonna reveal that like when you pile them on top of each other, maybe it's something like they could do some science mumbo jumbo of like when you have that many going off at once, it like makes it quicker, yada yada yada. Who knows?
Yeah, the second screenshot here is maybe this was a prototype, or maybe this is just me completely speculating here. There's multiple petrification devices, and the giant wave was the result of them all working in unison.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's the fucking call. There it is. Okay, yeah. Fucking massive. Everyone,
it happened.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. I thought you were still going.
And then after it happened, the devices got separated because of the Y-Man, or simply the weather, floods, earthquakes, etc. And one of them ended up on Treasure Island. If that was the case, it would mean the Sinku and the crew would have to travel the world in order to find them. A nice setup, I imagine.
Damn. Everyone, consensual blowjobs for Steel Ram in the comments below. Virtual blowjobs. It's COVID after all.
We're still in the pandemic.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said consensual too, because knowing him, he's gonna be like, no,
What are you
stop it.
talking
That's
about?
weird.
Everything's open. We're not in a pandemic anymore.
We are.
Only
we
if
not
you're in
until you get that shit in
America.
your veins, boy. This motherfucker. If Thurman doesn't get COVID, I'm gonna be shocked because I'm gonna feel like I wasted my time fucking being safe because Thurman's just out there. Like honestly, like
Right.
it's cancelable. It's on a level of cancelable. You could cancel him for how out there he is.
Yeah, I mean, I work at Amazon, which is just a cesspool of that shit. So
Yeah, but
I
you
mean,
can't help that. Thurman's
Yeah.
going to a. Can you imagine going to the gym? Ah! What a freak.
I mean, he's wearing a mask. Ain't
Doesn't
he?
matter, and I bet he isn't.
You really think I'm not wearing a mask in the gym?
I bet your ass is slipping it up to take a breath.
Woo! That set was tough. COVID.
Motherfuckers can't even wear that shit like sauntering around a Meijer, like or a Walmart. Sorry, I forget. I always forget Meijer is exclusive to up here. Motherfuckers can't even wear that shit speed walking. You think this motherfucker is like full sprint on a treadmill wearing the mask? Doubt.
Oh no, that's true. That's definitely true.
I knew it.
Why did
Cancel this motherfucker. Cancel him. I guarantee you, your actions have led to at least 1 gram of death.
Why did he say that like he just caught his wife cheating on him?
I did.
I knew it. You were sucking Fred and accounting's dick.
I knew it. He said this so aggressively.
You don't
Like,
understand how little I respect fuckers that don't wear masks in public and that are doing things right now. Like it's fucking. Ugh. You're lucky I like you. You have friendship points, so you have some points to burn before I start hating you. So we're not there yet, but like fuck you a little bit for doing that.
No, I literally, I wear my mask until I start to breathe, then I put it down. Like, it's only in the treadmill. It's only on the treadmill, but every other workout, like I try to keep it on.
I wear my mask until the point where it's supposed to be worn. Bruh, you're like one of those motherfuckers that comes up to you and pulls the mask down to talk to you, therefore defeating the whole purpose of the mask.
My managers have stopped doing that, and they just pull it up, like, so where you can verbally hear them. I'm like, dude, I could hear you with it on your mouth.
It's whatever. We'll
Chill.
stop roasting Thurman now, but like Jesus, it's worse than I thought.
It's not that deep.
Oh, it is. It actually is, but it's okay.
We love you, Thurman.
I'm very safe with it. I have not put any of my Nevada friends in harm's
I'm
way.
sure your vast knowledge
Just
of
your-
fucking diseases makes you think
Just
you
your
do.
California friends when you go back home to take your driving test.
I hope Thurman gets the erectile dysfunction bit of COVID to learn his lesson.
No!
Upon me.
I will until you start wearing your mask fully.
I need my mask. Just,
No, you're not
Yeah.
taking it seriously. Anyway, we'll get past this. We'll go. You know what? Senku would be very disappointed in you.
I think Senku would invent something that'll make wearing masks easier.
Senku would just make the vaccine within like a day or two, but like we can't all be Senku.
No, we can't all be Senku with our massive knowledge of everything over the 3,700 fucking years.
You think
can't
Senku has a massive horse cock, but like it's like a big waist because he'll never use it?
Oh, absolutely. All the ones with the big dicks wasted.
Yeah. First time. Fun fact that it's in. You can see it in our channel trailer. I had never heard of the phrase "big dick energy" until Thurman said it in one of our reviews, and the first time he ever said it was about Senku. It's in our channel trailer. It fucking killed me.
We need a new one, by the way. We still have
Yeah,
that.
well, we do. You're right. If someone would like to fucking send me a bunch of clips from good moments, I know we have some, right, David?
Yeah, we have some on fucking external drive.
At some point, both of you and I just need to take a week off, and I just need to live with you for like a week, and we'll just like edit the whole time.
Yeah, right around the Comic-Con. How's that sound?
I'm down. Yeah, I'm down.
I am both high and drunk right
I had
now.
a stroke there. Sorry about that.
He had to think about it first. He was like,
That's not what happened. I just had like I bit my
It's
tongue
like, do
a
I
little
want to
bit.
put up with this motherfucker for a
It
whole
is true though.
week? We
I
all-
he's
did
like,
live.
I already lived with him once.
Yeah. He was a cunt, but so was I.
We we both grown as people.
It's true.
Lately.
Yeah.
Low-key, I think you guys can make it work now. No cap.
I
think
do
you guys
think
can
so. Yeah.
Possibly. It might last a whole year before I start wanting to claw his eyes out. Like
No,
a
I would
goddamn
hope that
cat.
you would. Shut up. Why, we're so off topic. God damn. All right. So let's. I have a question though. So in the page 16 to 17 there, it looks like there's, I don't know how to. I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at here. It looks like there's like some frozen shit, or like it's either like ice or rocks or something is like jutting out. What do you guys make of that? Is that like the initial crater explosion? And
probably like some stone, like area around the stone, because it's
I have a dark thought. Are you ready for my dark thought?
Absolutely.
So all we know about this petrification device is that it freezes like organic human flesh, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So what if this massive pile of fucking petrification devices landed on like a group of people and that's like their guts?
Ooh, I like it. I love it, in fact.
I would love that too. Give it to me.
Make it dark, because,
Make it dark.
Prepare
Make
for
it
trouble.
dark.
Make it
give
double.
consequences, because, my hero didn't give us any. Let me not
Dr.
talk about
Stone
my
gives
hero.
you more deaths than my hero.
Let me not talk about my hero right now.
No, that's a separate video. We're gonna do that.
Another
We'll
video.
film that right fucking after this if you want, Thurman. That in One
I
Piece.
can't believe.
Sorry, I can't help it.
No. That's a separate video. We're doing that right after, directly after this. Hold your tongue, sir.
Keep it with this energy. Keep it with this energy.
I just
Let's
had to
wrap this up.
No.
This is
Next
gonna
video, Thurman. So keep a lookout for that video, guys.
It's called just.
Do you know how many
the
views will that,
massive favor
Thurman?
of
Do you
subscribers.
know how many views that'll get? Well, I'm gonna title it something real clickbaity and real rage-inducing. Like it's gonna be like that Promised Neverland one where I titled it "Promised Neverland has 0 likable characters" and we got like all the rage likes or rage clicks.
Oh yeah. Do it. I can live on those fucking hate views.
Yeah.
I can
That video
sustain
I
my
got like
life
almost
up.
1,000 too, if I remember correctly.
Oh, really? I have to go back and
Okay,
look.
can we get back on topic, you motherfuckers?
So I do love Chrome's like little like drip technique. I think that it's probably still a good idea, even though like the Y-Man specifically could get around it, but like I still think, because here's the thing, they talk about, oh yeah, he could just do multiple pulses, but like if you set up a little thing where like every like 10 minutes or so it's dripping, like, because if you set it to be like really like a long period of time, like one a day or whatever, like maybe it's a thing you put on yourself every morning, and like at some point during the day it'll do it, like a random time it'll do a drip, right? Then if the Y-Man freezes you and sees, oh, they're not coming back, cool, I did it, GG, and then but I don't know, I think that idea is still worth doing personally. Chrome's idea there.
I think so, because I mean, because what's smart about it was like a quick thing. Like in a battle sense, it made a lot of sense because you were fighting that creepo nigga back in
Creepo.
Is that like an arc ago or 2 arcs ago?
Which creepo? Oh, you're talking about Buglefinger Man?
Yeah,
Ibera.
Fingers!
Luke's fucking favorite man.
Yeah, so I have to know if like it's up to you if you want to count this as the same arc as America arc or separate arcs. One Piece Indians lobby type shit. But it's interesting because like it does make a lot of sense, especially like in a battle sense. Like because I feel like they could weaponize that. You know what I mean? Like we're fighting against people who can pet. Because I'm pretty sure eventually we're gonna fight people who have like, I wouldn't say harnessed it, but know how to weaponize it, like kind of like before. So like Chrome's idea definitely gonna be utilized again. So I feel like maybe like sort of like how like divers use like a tank, like maybe you could like have like a sort of like a tank or like a fucking like a something that's that's keeping like the liquid on you. So eventually, if you get petrified, you can just regenerate like soon after. So I see the process of it, and I think Senku could possibly make something. I just don't know like what technology that we have that I can relate it to that you can use. Like my biggest thing.
I mean, that's not a hard thing to do. If you're talking about, are you talking about the drip thing still or something else?
Yeah,
sorry,
like
I zoned out.
Like something like because I was thinking like what kind of like mechanism they can use to like make that shit like viable.
Oh,
like,
that's compared to the shit he's made. That's so fucking easy, bro. That'd be like it. Like literally, it would just be like you get a container. and like something to do a timer, and I know that he'd have that with all the shit they've made goddamn like walkie-talkies. It's just basically it could be as simple as like something that. Hold on, may I finish my thought, please? It could be as simple as like
walkie-talkies. They made a cell phone.
What?
They made a cell phone.
I mean, yeah, he did. They made like a walkie-talkie radio thing, and they called it a cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just find that funny.
That's what we're gonna make a sports car. And it's just like a Lamborghini, and then it's like the whatever the fuck it was, the tank thing.
I love how exaggerated the science is.
Me too. Fuck. What was my? Thank you for ruining my train of thought, David. I really appreciate that. What the hell was I saying? Oh yeah. So like, it could be something with kinetic energy. Like you twist it up. Like think like a classic kitchen timer. Like you have like a bottle of the petrification fluid. You twist it. And the more you twist it, the longer it'll take to click back. And then once it clicks back, it spills that vial. And you could twist it from like anything from 10 minutes to a couple hours probably. And that'd be super easy to make.
Yeah, it would. I mean, they have like they have like a tooth or mouthwash thing like that now that I found on TikTok because I don't know how I've been on the alcohol TikTok. I'm such a pure innocent dabbler.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the dude made like a fucking whiskey bottle out of a mouthwash bottle that was a delayed release with that. Same concept, just real life application there, you know?
So how about rubbing fucking ant stank on you? That was pretty interesting.
Bro, that's wild. That's fucking wild, dude. I'm like...
I do like that they solved that problem immediately. Like, there's a million billion things that could kill you in the rainforest. So how are we going to deal with this? Rubber boots, ant piss. It's not piss, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Like, I would be Luna in that situation.
Oh, please. So much better than, like... Think like, remember fucking Clementine and that other guy, the main character that I forgot, Lee? Was it Lee?
Yeah.
When they had to rub zombie guts all over them and walk through the crowd?
I mean, yeah.
Remember when Telltale Games? Remember when we thought they were good? I look back at them and I'm like, why did I spend hours watching people play this?
Because of the personality behind it.
No.
The personality of the YouTuber, not the personality behind the game.
Thank you.
That's what I thought too. I thought the personality
behind Telltale Games, the shittiest kind of games.
I enjoy them for like the simplicity. It takes me back to like old point and click adventures. But then again, I'm a fucking.
I just hate how the choices never seem to like truly mean anything.
Absolutely. They're for a game that actually values choice. It really didn't have a lot of overarching choice. Kind of like Mass Effect 3's ending. Controversial.
Didn't they patch it to make it less shitty or something?
They've patched it with a DLC, but it still boils down to Blue Pill, Red Pill.
They just added another choice, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
A third choice. That's phenomenal.
I absolutely love Mass Effect. Put that in again.
This game is all about making your choice. Oh, by the way, your choice doesn't matter. Even though that's the main point of the game. Oh,
gotta love that.
Game.
I mean, Red, you're a Black Mirror fan. Remember when somebody made a fucking flowchart of the whole ass Bandersnatch game, and like it all mattered by 3 choices in the algorithm?
Oh, for sure. Like at the end of the day with Bandersnatch, the Black Mirror episode, it was like I more enjoyed it as like hunting for all the Easter eggs. There was a lot of little like mini endings that were fun to look for. Like my favorite was the one where he like breaks out of the episode. Like if you click a certain thing, he starts like fist fighting his therapist, and then like he jumps out of the window and he's like on the film set of the episode, and he's like, "Where am I? Who are you people?"
Yeah,
I love that shit.
Super meta.
Oh, so good.
I would. What do you guys think? Since we're on the topic of video games and we're doing a Dr. Stone video, what do you think fucking Dr. Stone the video game would be if they ever made one?
I either an RPG, JRPG.
Yeah, I think it'd be best to be that.
JRPG or a puzzle game. Or no, honestly, no. I think an action adventure game could work. Something like an open world action adventure game. Like I'm thinking something similar to like Let me think here. Like I want to say something similar to like Infamous, but not with the game, not with the sound kind of gameplay. Like something like
Remember that scene from The Last of Us where they're walking through the city that's all overgrown and there's giraffes everywhere and shit?
yeah.
Like that.
Like I can see.
Now, Rad, that's a controversial opinion right now because The Last of Us 2 won Game of the Year, and people
We're not
don't
talking
think
about 2, are we?
But people don't think that the franchise is really that good.
I just
in
like the
hindsight.
scene with the giraffes. That's all I'm talking about.
So
I like that one particular scene.
You're damn right. It's the best part of the game. It's
like
beautiful.
Me liking the trailer for Halo 3. There was nothing like Halo 3.
I'm just the guy in the corner. Like I just like the giraffes.
So yeah, because with Dr. Stone, the good thing about Dr. Stone is exploration. So I think, because honestly, if I'm being honest with you, I think JRPG, I think the perfect example of a good Dr. Stone game, I don't know if any of you guys played the Ulterior series, but the Ulterior.
I played the one on the Vita or PSP way back when.
I'm playing Ulterior Rise right now. Probably one of my favorite RPGs to play right now. Very.
bias.
I guess, but anyway, so I think that game, I read, you probably don't know what it is, but basically the Ulterior series is all about alchemy, and what's great about the game is that you can go out and collect materials and then go back and then make like items based on like the materials you gather, and then you can use that in combat, and it has like a classic JRPG turn-based RPG style. I think
very unique.
Yeah, I think I think the company that makes it is called Gus. Developers is Gus. I think if Gus got their hands on Dr. Stone, I think they can work because it'd be cool to see. Because I mean, a puzzle game would be nice. Puzzle action adventure game would be nice, but I think with like a JRPG element, with like because you could like the good thing about it is it's just like about Dr. Stone is why it's one of the best manga in Jump right now. Is because like each character, each dynamic is so different, and then like I can just imagine like you have to like in order to solve different like puzzles or defeat different enemies, you have to have like specifically different people in like your party. So for example, right, like let's say like there's like a very like tough like rock you have to move, and you only have like Senku, Kohaku, and like fucking like Chrome in your party. You have to like put Taiju in there or Tsukasa in there to move it, shit like that. So I think that'd be great.
So if anybody's wondering why I had this random ass train of thought, is I just found out that there's a fucking Kamen Rider game today. It showed up in my Steam like discovery queue while I was waiting on the guys to get in here. I'm like, I never thought that would work. It looks like super jank, like an early 2000s PS2 RPG, but like more action based.
Wow, cool. Can I bring it a little back to Dr. Stone because I know you have to leave soon?
Dr. Stone.
So may I bring us over to the Senku Simp corner, please, and just talk about how awesome Senku is as a character a bit more? Two things. One, first, he's so cute. I love him. I have a crush on him. If I was a girl, I'd be thirsting over him so hard. I am a little now, but like, bro, what's up?
You already got cucked by science.
You're right. But like this panel here where he's like, we're 10 billion% sure to die. His fucking face.
I literally posted that. Like I adore Senku.
I just love how energetic. I love energetic people like that. Like people that are just like making faces and really dynamic. That one as well as him. I love that he's getting along with Chelsea. They're doing this like jumping high five. Yay! It's just he's just one of those motherfuckers that like if he doesn't like you, if Senku doesn't like you, you're probably an asshole. Like this man gets along with everybody.
Probably deserve it.
Yeah.
You probably deserve it. He's one of those people to where like if he doesn't like you, I'm always gonna be on his side, not on your side. Like,
oh yeah.
I'm gonna trust his judgment if he doesn't like you.
Yep.
Like he can do no wrong. Besides, having questionable morals with people.
That's why he likes everyone, bro. Like he'd probably the man. I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say he'd make friends with some very questionable people, but I'm not gonna go there.
You're right. I already knew where your joke was going. I already knew it. It popped in my head. Oh wow. Oh boy.
He'd be like,
Yeah.
listen, buddy, you got to get this shit worked out. We can still hang, though.
That's wild, bro. Like, like, we love him, but that nigga,
No standards.
let's just say his choice in people need work, okay?
I love him, though. It's so wholesome. Yeah, then they water slide down the river, and that's basically everything that I wanted to talk about. You guys got anything else?
Yeah, one thing I want to talk about too is I really liked how I'm curious. So does that mean, because if the one that they found doesn't work, does that mean that do all of these work or just like certain few? I'm assuming
They're probably so fucking old at this point, dude. Like if their batteries aren't, or whatever powers them isn't dead, or wait, remind me, because the Watch Kid Joel took them apart. So what do they find? Like some sort of like crystal diamond something in there, right?
Yeah.
For a diamond, that was a reactive agent. Also, Red, I noticed that there's more of the Esude shit that you hate.
Oh
in this
yeah,
chapter.
I'm not gonna bring it up every time. That'd get old. I just ignore it.
I ignored it. I didn't even notice.
I've even let the Taiju joke die. There was a moment earlier when you were talking about Taiju being in the party in the JRPG, and I was like, I could, but I won't.
But he'd say bad in reaction line.
But
no.
Red, Chrome says bad, and you don't get mad about that.
Yeah, and Taiju is just a simp. But
false equivalency, I swear to God.
Yeah, because that's a thing people say. That was exactly my point.
Like, first of all, him saying bad is equivalent to Andy saying wicked sick.
Yeah, wicked sick, bro. I gotta get back in the undone luck. I don't care.
Like, bro,
I missed
like
it.
That's such an awful comparison. I know it was Luke who said it. I'm sorry.
As this man is shitting on Luke, he's like, I know it's Luke.
I know it was either Luke or
it was Luke
or Steel Ram. Either way,
it's okay. It's just like me. If someone said some shit about Hunter x Hunter, I'd probably be saying some dumb shit too. I get it.
Like, my guys, like it's blatantly obvious that like it's literally like a phrase. Like it's same with me saying like you hate to see it or built different or say less or bet. It's literally like something you say when you're hyped about something. Like,
oh yeah. Speaking of that,
like,
I gotta admit, on my like 6th or 7th rewatch of Hunter x Hunter, now that I'm watching it through with Allie, I have to admit there are parts of the Chimera Ant arc where the pacing is less than ideal. I will admit that. Cause like,
oh my God,
yeah, it's happened before. Shut the fuck. I knew that.
Everybody timestamp that comment right there. That is Red trashing Hunter x Hunter. Holy shit!
Trashing. Yeah, that's what that is.
My heart just skipped 3 beats.
It's funny because he's done it before.
Yeah, there are just. It's true though. There's a chunk of
has.
time between Kite dying and the invasion of the castle. It's like real slow. Like there's good stuff in between there. Like Kila's needle moment. The birth of the king is really good. I'm trying to think. I really like the palm stuff, yada, but like, oh my God, it's like, there are episodes where it's like, the ones that are focusing on like the goddamn lion, like Liel or Hagia/Liel, and like Flutter, and like all these no-name bullshit Chimera Ants that no one gives a fuck about. I'm like, ugh. And maybe it's because I've watched it 6 times, because Allie seemed to be plenty invested, but I'm just like, ugh.
That's wild, bro. That's really funny.
There are some fucking low-tier Chimera Ants in that arc.
So the last thing I want to say is, before I go on my 2-week break,
Wow.
with this wonderful, wonderful cliffhanger here, since I won't be a part of the reviews, I'm curious, where do you guys think we're going to go from here? I'm sure I'll get like bits and pieces from the fucking group chat and everything, but like for content's sake, where do you think we're going to go from here?
I hope they try to like climb up this bit. I hope someone tries to climb up it. I want to see shit like falling all over. I want to see someone like sink into the pile. I don't know why. Just aesthetically, I that's what I would do. I'd try to climb this shit.
See, this is a moment where I hate that we don't have magma here, because I can just
time. You're right. Good point. But at the same time, now that I'm thinking about this. So they got to be careful, because if I was Senku, I'd be like, no one touch any of them, because if they go off, we're fucked. Like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. But like, could you think of Meathead Magma here being like, I'm gonna climb it
for some reason?
You already
yeah,
know. Like, honestly, we already know that Xeno's gonna catch up to them. Now, like I said in the Discord, now I think we know we're gonna find.
You mean
finally
Stanley, by the way?
reveal what Huh?
You mean Stanley? You said Zeno's gonna catch up with him.
Oh, no, Xeno. I mean, Stanley. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I think now it's gonna be revealed what their Morse code was back in before they entered the Amazon forest. Because remember, they still did Morse code.
Yep.
So Red, we talked about that. How like Xeno was probably like, Stanley, stop being stupid, stop chasing me. This is where we're going. Like, type of shit. So now it's gonna be revealed like what the fuck the Morse code was. Because remember in this I think it was this chapter, they were like, Stanley was like, no, yeah, in this chapter he was like, now he knows their escape route and everything like that. So I think
when he plays a game, he don't lose.
Yeah. So Battle of Minds, I think Stanley might come out on top here. So we'll see.
Well, Stanley is not as smart as Senku, but he's got like hella tracking and like sniping skills that Senku does not have.
I'll say experience.
Yeah. And he's gay, so that adds something.
That adds some diversity points there.
That's what a gay man's lover.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you that Morse code shit was just like Zeno being like, "Bitch, sit back, wait for this dick. You'll get this dick back. Don't worry about it."
That's really funny.
So who's the top and who's the bottom? Stanley
I feel like they
Zeno?
switched, bro. I feel like you'd think it'd be Stanley at the top always, but I feel like Zeno 100% has. They both got top energy, so I feel like they switch back and forth. I think either way, though, whoever's the bottom at any given time is a power bottom.
Mhm.
Beyblade, 100%. Beyblade, let it rip.
Yeah. It's just wrestling. It's just
spinning.
wrestling constantly.
They're spinning it's like a 2-second like thrusting, like one of them gets like two thrusts in, and like the one at the bottom's already getting ready like to turn them over, and it gets 2
Have you seen that video where it's like it's a cat and then they the joke where it's like butter or toast always lands butter side down, cats always land on their feet, and then there's that video of the guy taping the butter toast onto the cat and then it's just constantly spinning.
Yeah.
Have you seen that video?
I have not.
Oh.
I have not.
Neither
but
of you
I'm
have?
dying. I'm dying of the thought of it.
Yeah, and he uses it to like perpetually generate energy.
God.
Either way,
What the
that's
fuck?
what. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the sexual dynamic between Stanley and Dr.
They have the
Zeno, huh?
sexual dynamic of a cat and a piece of buttered toast.
Hey, babe, but it's literally the equivalent of like Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy sex, bro.
Oh yeah.
You're just spin to win Beyblade shit.
And
dog.
Zeno's keeping those fingering doodads on him too. But those have been up Stanley's ass, I guarantee. He probably changes them out. I think he's a man of science.
I
He
would
probably
hope he changes them.
I'm pretty sure he changes them. He's a cultured man. I don't think he'd use anal. I think he's got separate anal diddlies than science diddlies.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for the chaos we have caused in the Dr. Stone community this week.
That's what you're here for.
But I wouldn't have it any other fucking way.
Just the way you are. Last thoughts.
Ooh, final fucking thoughts.
My rating. I'm gonna give this Dr. Stone chapter a 9. It was great. A lot of great moments. Really, really good. Probably one of the best chapters of the week.
Gotta say, I love the art and scenery too. I thought they did the jungle really well.
Yep. Yes, sir. This nigga spit.
Woo.
Are we piecing?
We are.
All right, peace.
We are. Peace.